like, wow, that Ruby girl is really, really cool. And I want to be your friend.
Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? Sylvester Temple, thank you very much for the follow. Well, that is zero latency. Not bad. Not bad. Right, today we are trying out a new camera mount. I don't know if it will work out. So if we end up having to switch it mid-stream, that's, you know, what it is. If the camera randomly just drops out of where it's supposed to be, that's that's also just what it is. Oh, that's why I couldn't right click. Yeah. Good lord, it's hot today. Oh, that's the only problem with this map. It's in my way. Oh, I'm sat on an iPad. That's not a good thing to sit. Can move my mouse freely now, though. Hello, everyone. Move that down slightly and sort my. Yeah, how are we all doing? Right there. Always maxes my gain out for no reason. That might have been a little bit too high, actually. Not that tall. There you go. Just didn't want to cut him off the top of my head. Yes, it is, for some reason, very warm today. But that's not nice, it's icky. So we'll do the best that we can today. And we can't do much more than that. I bet. There's someone in the server, his username starts with EVER. So every time I try and do an at everyone and shorten it, it tags them instead. Oh, I'm way too dark now, I'm sorry. Let there be gains. There we go. The lights in this room are actually getting worse and worse. We have these stupid, like, little trio of lights. They're about this big. They're really bougie. I don't have any to hand I can show you. Those ones will be very hot if I take them out. But, they die super quickly. Like, this room feels dark. Like, it feels low light, and when I put those in, when I first, like, started this out, like, 2 months ago, this room was, like, brilliantly illuminated. Once this room's sorted out, my dad's gonna come over and take the light fixture off and put, like, a proper bulb on there. So I guess we don't have to wait on that forever. Lights as well. Just put this in more places. God, it is warm. Oh, shit, I've been logged out. It's annoying. Go, get the light adjustment. Yep, there we go. Close. Kind of have to like duck around the new fixture because it goes like up, around and down. This little. We've got a usual like gooseneck, but then I've put an extension bit on here so that it can be an overhead camera, so that I can do that without like smacking it constantly, which I'm always doing. Tripod's out of my way, so I'm not tripping it up anymore. I do need to get a proper mount for it, but well, you know how things are. I'm working on a mix today. Where we're going to work on the turn-ins a bit. We're going to work on some of the neck ones as well, I think. That's about done. I'm being really cheeky and just using the exact same image that I've been using for like the last 2 days. So I'm bad at this. There we go. Now we're done. Rid of the iPad that stuck to my back. Now I'm too bright. Cameras I never get my head around. I think it's higher exposure and lower gain. Hey, Tabletop Smithy, how you doing? There you go, that ought to do it. Why am I slightly laggy? Okay, that camera's fine. No, it's not, I just... Hi, Mama. Oh, ouch. You take the turning off of this one because those bases, the Redgrass ones, you get stuck real easy. Once you've got like goo on the bottom of one of your bases, it's a bit hard to shift. Oops. Damn, that's easy to rotate now. Oh, no, no, it's a pickup. I was like, who the fuck is delivering this time about it? I'm good, just doing a boring day job. Same. Kidding. My day job isn't boring anymore. Which apparently I'm even later to this one than I was to the previous one. Because we should have been live at 10 AM, but... Because the goal is to go live about 10 AM and then about 10 to 15 past to actually turn the camera on and everything, give people time to like come in and start. What am I working on today? Today I'll be working on the Wave Tyrant. And also some parts. Aw, Sylvester Temple, thank you so much. Ooh, it does quite out. Okay, cool.
Sylvester Temple just subscribe.
Thank you so much for the sub, I appreciate it. We will also be working on some Necrons, whether that is painting some of the first batch or finishing the clean work of the second batch. I have a month to do the 1,000 points. It's open-ended on the 3,700 points. This one is relatively not short order, but like, that made me jump. Suppose actually. So I think it's a shift this way. One sub, as promised. I'll have you on in the background while I'm tidying up before I get on with the Infernus Brains later. Awesome, thank you. Alright, I need to adjust this bit. See if it can hold this angle. Just hidden behind all this machinery. I actually hate that bit quite a lot. I'd like if we had like box lights to light the entire thing so I didn't have to use my lamp. Overhead camera so that I didn't have to like clutter myself on the screen. It's also not great for me because like it's right here. But I get I do something that's really not smart. When I'm like concentrating on painting, I'll like stick my head against the freaking light, and then I'll wonder why I have like a heating issue. Loud and clear on YouTube. Thanks, Simon. Just making sure this is in frame and in focus and everything. Alright. That's warm because I'm drinking hot out. Alrighty, what to get started on first because I don't want to do that down. Suppose I could work on the width first. I mean, my biggest problem, headache for this, is that I actually am not very much in a painting mood at the moment, which is annoying because I've got shit to do. I'm a lot more in like an arty mood. I know that sounds really similar, but like it's not quite. I feel like getting my graphics tablet out and doing drawing, or trying to learn to do it on my iPad, because I don't know if any of you happen to do digital art, but Procreate on the iPad, I just can't get my head around that well. Like, I just can't seem to get the good practice in for it. Oh, my bad, 1 second. I just need to change this. Oof, there you go. Sorry about that. Right. I always forget my water until right at the end. Right. There. And check these ones over that way. Dice out of the way, they look brown. Oh, mixing all those extra ingredients in with the contrast actually makes it much more difficult. Oh, you learned in Photoshop, right? No, I learned in Paint Tool Sci. Parts of Photoshop still really mystify me. Like, there was some stuff I was really good at doing in Photoshop, but I just... There's stuff that I would spend hours doing that someone could do with probably 7 clicks that I did not know how to do. Actually, let's... Yeah, that's my 1. I want a 2. 1 or 2. 2. It's my 2. Sometimes I wish that I'd learned in Photoshop. I mean, I used CS2 well enough. And CS5 was okay. But I have absolutely no practice whatsoever with modern day Photoshop because I can't justify like a £20 a month subscription for that. I mean, shit, I already don't like paying my £20 a month for my website, which is why I was looking at like Wix or something. Oh, right, let's get this zoomed in just so that... Oh, that's another American with a Mustang. So many of them live by me. Well, it's much quieter now. The next door but one people have moved out because they were car people. So like they would do banger racing and they had like lots of time where they were rebuilding stuff out the front and everything. And so quite often we just heard a ton of revving and stuff at all hours. Screw Photoshop, use Affinity Designer or Clip if you want a paid program. Free ones are pretty powerful these days, and honestly Procreate is one thing I miss about my iPad. I just don't know how to use it very well. Like, it feels like I'm using paint just because I don't know how to describe it. Like, I know that it's minimalist because it's like an app, but it's so minimalist that I just don't know where anything is. I don't know how you can affect stuff and whatever. It's too hidden for me. No idea, DM inbound. Have you tried watching tutorials? I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. It's probably gonna just sound like laziness, and maybe some of it is. I really want to like learn it so I can get some of the like kind of merch stuff done whenever I want, when I've got like a spare minute kind of thing. But I also really don't want to watch tutorials. I realize how dumb that sounds, like, oh, she doesn't want to use the program, she doesn't understand it, but she also doesn't want to like learn how to use it. I never said I was sane, okay? I never said I wasn't awkward. Every time I open this app, this iPad, I get reminded that I really need to post to TikTok. Where is Procreate anyway? Like, I was doing some really basic sketching and stuff. No, sorry, I was zoomed in, stupid fire. I was just doing some silly Dark Angel-y stuff, and that was... Silly, curious question. Do you live near MLG? Because if so, we're not that far from you. That's the funny thing. I do refer to them as my FLGS, but they are definitely not my LGS. They are in Bridlington, which is up by York, I believe. They're actually about 4 hours away from me, or 4.5 hours away from me. I'm down in Suffolk, I'm like near the Suffolk-Norfolk border. So it's it's a little ways. I've never met them. Oh, sorry, I've never been in person. I haven't met Mrs. MLG. Sorry, remembering not to use first names. But I've never met Mrs. MLG in person, but I have met Mr. MLG in person. I saw him at Fest last year. I wish I had the slightest bit of talent when it comes to art and drawing. I'm trying to learn Blender at the moment. Blender's a bitch. Blender is like Photoshop because you could spend hours very carefully positioning all your vertices and everything to make it the exact thing, and then you can watch a 6-second tutorial on, I say tutorial loosely, on YouTube where someone literally just like click, 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 done. It's the exact same thing. It frustrates the fuck out of me. It really does. Because if I had gotten all of that stuff down, then like I'd be making all sorts of shit constantly. But because I can go from there and then edit, because I have my graphics tablet. I don't just have my iPad, I have a Wacom Cintiq. So I can do the 3D sculpty bit, but I just don't know it. I don't understand it. 3D programs are a whole other nightmare. Yeah. And it was artist skill. Yeah, although I'd say a large portion of art is much like art painting. You can be terrible at art and also be a really good painter for miniatures because it's not necessarily, it's a skill, but it's not a talent. You can be a good painter without having an innate ability to paint, because it's just learning a variety of techniques. All talent does is move you, like if you see it as a goalpost where like, you know, this is the start, this is complete novice, and then up here like you're the perfect painter, you're a master, no one can like come to you, etc. But like talent, everyone starts here, talent just goes there. Maybe they're really talented and they start over there. That's it. You can surpass people with natural talent that don't actually practice. It's what happens to people that peak in high school. Some people are born with natural affinities towards things, and if they don't use it, then you can easily surpass them. Simon, in response to your DM, it's a maybe. Thank you. Like he said, having time to do, like, just to sit down. Well, it's not just having the time, but it's also like having the mind state to be able to sit down and actually absorb the information, because I'm not stressed about other stuff. I work in 3D modeling SolidWorks for my day job, but I want to learn Blender to make silly little goblins, etc. Well, fair enough. I would like to do some 3D modeling and maybe I'd do some on stream or something, but I would want to learn the program and how to sculpt first and everything before I try that. I mean, I guess if I can just infinitely add and remove material in Blender without like having some kind of an issue or a limitation, then I could probably sculpt in there fine, because it would be the same methodology as I use for customizing Warhammer. Hello, I've got a salad for lunch. Nice. Hello. How are you doing, Evil Eyeball? I know ZBrush a bit, it's more intuitive for me, but £30 a month is hard to justify, yeah. See, I personally hate the idea of art programs being paid for. I think adding pro versions that add more features. Yes, that's... don't look behind it like really key things though. But you lock your program behind a paywall, the chances of someone even bothering to try and discover it are a lot more slim. Exactly, also tutorials are your friend, yeah. There's a whole 100-hour thing where you get good at something, you put the hours in, but people are just have an advantage in getting there quicker. Yeah, exactly. We also all have different strengths and weaknesses. I have never done homework or studied in my life. I also passed every test I went into. But I can't do coursework. I never could. Coursework was too overwhelming. But you give me 6 tests instead of the 1 bit of coursework and a test, and I'll happily go in and ace all 6 tests. We're just wired differently. Camera still gets in the way of my brush. Is there a way I can move that back a little bit more? I learned Inkscape to make data cards for my kill teams, and the amount of times I use tutorials to help me are far greater than 0. Oh yeah, I'm not dismissing the importance of tutorials. I mean, I make tutorials. It would be silly of me to say, oh, I don't want tutorials suck. I don't like tutorials. But like, it's at the moment I've got so much going on that I can't really focus on a tutorial. Like, I can't even focus on painting tutorials right now because I'm kind of passively stressed out about other stuff. So rather than actually absorbing the information, I'm just kind of sat there with this like background kind of feeling where you shouldn't be doing this, you got something to be doing, etc. It's like, holy wow, the blend on that whip is so smooth. I mean, they're not. Like, you can see them there. Thank you, but they're not. So it's the base layer. I need to then go in with glazes and tidy it up. There, DNG earbuds. I don't know what that means. The closest Kara and I get to art programs is we both use DAZ 3D. Why does DAZ ring a bell? It might be one Becky uses. I don't know. Does DAZ ever get used for programming CNC? Oh, dang earbuds. I like how you corrected yourself on Twitch after saying the comment on YouTube. Hate to sound excited by this, but my D&D session got called off this week. Hey, we get it. Sometimes you can be really looking forward to plans, but you're also happy when they get cancelled because it means like you don't have to go out now. It improves interaction? What's that? I get to spend Friday night painting with the wife. Nice. Very nice. I have not spent time painting with Becca in a while, unfortunately. Similar to Poser, mostly for doing character renders, but you can output 3D files for slicing. I see. I haven't thought about Poser in years. I've used Poser specifically twice. And it was right at the end of like my time as a digital artist. And basically, I went through this silly phase for a very, very long time where I refused to use references because there was a common misconception within the art communities that I was a part of, where people that used references did so because they had no artistic ability. And yeah, it kind of left a huge dent on me mentally for that. So I never used references, and it was at the end of that kind of time I started using it. I started to go and use it, and then I actually quit art a little bit after that. It wasn't fun to me anymore because of what my ex had put me through. Hi, little Wagyu. I'm not Wagyu! It's a lot better and faster and easier to use than Poser. Kira uses it more than me. She deals with art, I deal with sound. Oh, I'm terrible with sound, which is why my microphone sounds so janky and I sound so much deeper than I actually am. Oh yes, the silly Billy face, yes. Especially when you're the DM and you're not prepared for the game. Yes, that does help. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Also, Wagyu beef is not the thing that my leg most resembles right now. Because I epilated last night, and now apparently my inner thigh did not like that. So I have what essentially looks like a star constellation in purple red on the inside of my thigh. And it doesn't hurt. Or it might, I just don't know. Aw, Smithy, thank you for the follow over on YouTube. I'm glad that I now finally have alerts for that. Well, not alerts, sorry, because I haven't got that set up yet. I'm glad that I actually get told when people subscribe and stuff. Speaking of subscribing, folks, if you have a Twitch Prime or anything and you feel like dropping it, if we hit that goal, up down the bottom there, we're at 30 out of 40. We need 10 more subs or gift subs to set off the next cosplay stream. Outfits for that have been suggested via people in the supporters area on the Discord, which you can access as a Twitch subscriber. Most of the ones that have been suggested have been very silly. At the moment, I only have my Umbreon romper, really. So I guess there are other clothes that I could wear. If not biteable, wait, and why are you so red and biteable? If not biteable, then why soft and tasty and made of meat? See, you're not flustering me with that, you just sound vaguely like a cannibal. Sorry, little Pinky, you're gonna have to do better than that to fluster me. Oh, that was my knee. My intent was not to flush you with that. You're just being a goofball, huh? Just a goofball. Just a silly little goose. I'm just a little silly. You're a lot silly. Do we need to talk about this? Do I need to lean on the cannibalistic side? Oh, you do. You do. It's true. Nope. Damn, okay, this moves so easily if you touch it. I've got no option other than to be like, be not afraid, bright, or like dark. I guess dark is better, maybe? It's amazing sometimes how one letter changes the meaning. I'm having a Donner party at my house is very different to having a dinner party. It's true. Dark is better. Yeah, I agree. You can actually see me. May not be able to see me very well, but although oh well. So I do have a pair of photography lamps. That I was using for my photos last night. Problem is, they are really tiny for this bit. I don't know where I'd put them, but I can bounce a couple up at the wall maybe. Or bounce one up at the wall. So let's see if this looks better. See, that works better. I just need a bounce light, that's all. See? Now you can see me. And now you can. Well, it's a little bit better anyway. Good before. I mean, I look really dark on my screen. There's not really anywhere to plug that. Well, I'll set that up anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna put it down there. That's why during lunch breaks I move this lamp up like that and turn it up. The funny thing is I don't actually need the lamp for the camera. It adjusts. I just can't see anything. I stress out about camera stuff just because I want people to be able to see. I don't want anyone to like have an accessibility issue or anything. Streaming's not like TV. The user experience is the most important thing. So when I was first doing my tutorials, I was filming in 8K 60 FPS. And I had like 40-50 gigabyte files for my 20-minute tutorials. And I got kind of told off for that, that it was excessive. Oh, sorry. Apparently that's still too damn close. This is a fairly big brush though. I'm still not 100% certain how I want to do the texture for these wings. I obviously want them to be kind of leathery looking. That's why even for the base coats, I'm trying to go in this kind of a direction just so that if it ends up leaving any texture underneath, it looks right. Many people's screens cannot see all the detail. Most people have cheap, crappy monitors and screens. I mean, maybe, but still. I mean, I'm not as bad as Miniac, but then he is a videographer that is a painting enthusiast rather than like a painting specific channel. He wants to make better videos each time, increase the production quality, increase the quality, etc. The art videos are how to frame that though, but that's his real passion. Yes. That would be helpful and useful, I guess. Or I guess doing these bits entertaining, but I'm not very good at that live because I can't mask for that long. And also, when I am trying to paint like detail and stuff, I really struggle to talk at the same time unless I have a talking point like to mind, but my brain goes blank. I should really come up with a list of talking points and just kind of like leave the list behind my monitor or something so I can just about see it. Like, I wonder if people that get into Warhammer 40k, like the actual tabletop, are going to be disappointed when they find out that your squads are not 3 people that are different, and instead have to be 10 people or 5 people that are exactly the same. I'm going to join Peach on this and join his campaign on this. You need an intervention. Stop making 8K videos. It's too much. I already did. I already got told off, okay? I already got told off. And yeah, although it wasn't him that told me to, I didn't say it was him that told me to stop. That's a hairbrush. That's not my phone. Won't kill you with that. Okay, I'm really glad I went with this top because it's too damn warm today. I thought you didn't VC it. No, he talked me down from other stuff. There's a lot of ledges people need to talk me down from. I'm just checking what this message I got was. Is it actually pinged? What is that for? Oh, my hair dye is apparently arriving in a little bit. Oh, the message that came through was yours, Danny, telling me about the parry window. You tend to be a jumper. Like, I survived the fall well, okay? I do it all for the viewer. Why do you think I give you all so much choice in what I do? I like having you all as part of the decision-making processes because it's ultimately you that takes part in it, you know? God, this is pointy. Let's not talk about surviving falls around a person who shall not give any more details. Okay, very well. Ow. Every time I accidentally stab that a little bit too close like that, that pointy bit stabs in my hand. I need to make phone calls after the stream. I hate making phone calls. Ah. But it's for a convention, so it's important. Because if the details aren't what I need, then I won't be selling merch at the convention I'm going to in a couple of weeks. I need to demand that every attendee subscribes to my YouTube. Kidding, by the way. It's just I need to make sure about the rules so that I can order stuff. I've probably got like a day at most before the samples will be out of reach, so that, well, with the maximum time, because I'm kind of going by the maximum lead time. But all the samples I got, like to test the quality and everything, arrived before the minimum time was up. So, like, it should be fine. But I'm just prepping in case. I also have a bit of potential merch to line. It depends on, obviously, willingness as well, because it wouldn't be me making them. Tabletop Smithy in the chat is making a dice tray for me with my logo. And if it's well received, I can talk to them about doing a run, perhaps. One of the, like, foldable button ones. I actually have one of those nearby somewhere. Oh. Getting better? Oh. I'm both terrified and also really excited to do these wings. Part of me also wants to be like trying to sort this out in an order where I can put it together as I go. Ew, the Harry Potter out in the break? Gross. Wish that you could block certain things, because, like, no. I don't want to promote any of the works by that moldy-brained, tyrannical bitch. Oh, fuck, ad breaks. Thank you for reminding me, Iskra. I'm supposed to be doing the frickin' ads in progress for the next 16 seconds. Hey, Google. Set timer 54 minutes. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just sorting something out very quickly. Okay. Good. Yeah, sorry about that, Iskra. It's always gross and I'm sorry about that. I have something good in my adverts, like, I don't know, Good Omens thing, and they're probably not advertising that anymore, are they? I think Audible, their adverts is missing a bit of a trick. I think they should have like a whole bunch of different adverts where it's just an excerpt from a random book. I know it's not your fault, I just thought I'd warn you. Fair. I know it wasn't your choice. Yeah, wouldn't be my choice at all. I need to start reading more, honestly. Oh no, Good Omens until the investigation of NG is concluded. NG? They've stopped work on season 3 for the same reason. Don't know what NG is. Probably, I might actually know what NG is, I just don't understand the acronym. Maybe. Neil Gaiman? Wait. What do you mean, the investigation of Neil Gaiman? Did I miss something really big? How would he be being investigated? He's a treasure, surely. Cheap viewers, I think the fuck not. Good message. And ban that person forever, not just time them out. You got accused of being a naughty boy, having met the guy. I'm not convinced in the slightest. Oh, you think it's a false accusation? Just please tell me it's nothing to do with kids. So tired of hearing how many people end up doing that. And with that particular thing, like, I don't know. There seems to be people that we thought were great our whole lives that ended up doing it. Nothing to do with kids, thank God. So tired of the era of Minecraft YouTubers. Large age gap, he was cheating on his other half, like that was the story as I know. Okay. I understand. Thank you. I was about to say the largest age gap I've had was only 9 months, but then I remembered I am not the younger half of this partnership now. My ex was 9 months older than me. Rebecca was 5 years younger than me. Which a couple of people have had a problem with, but I'm 32. Sorry, I'm 33. Am I 33? Yes, I'm 33. 11 years between Kara and I. Yeah, it was 13 years between my mum and my dad. Although they met when... Let's see, my brother's 23. So 23 years ago, I'd have been 10 and a half. So my mum would have been about 32 and my dad was 45 at the time. My great aunt married a man 30 years her junior. Damn. Now that's cougar. That's cougar energy right there. I don't mind having an age gap in my relationship. I forget Becca's not the same age as me because she's still a millennial. Still just as nihilistic. Technically she's like on the cusp of Gen Z, but she doesn't act like it at all. Occasionally I might say it just to wind her up though, like, ugh, typical Gen Z. I'll get something like a "the fuck you say" in response. They married when my great aunt was 60 and he was 30. He has stepchildren older than him. That must be odd. Like, so some step parents, you know, yearn to have kind of relationship with their stepkids that they would have with their own biological children. You know, they would like to, if you know the other parent is no longer in the picture or not around anymore, or something, or maybe even if they would just like the additional connection, you know, they'd want to be called mom or dad or something like that. You know, that must be so difficult if your stepkids are older than you. Like, I was calling technically he's my stepdad, but I never called him that. My mum's second husband, my dad. I've been calling him dad since like 3 weeks that they were dating together. I could tell my mum really liked him, and it seemed to make him happy. He's never not been my dad. He treated me just like he treated his own kids immediately. It was never, oh, I'm going with my girlfriend and my stepdaughter, or my girlfriend and her daughter. It's just going on holiday with my family, my partner and my daughter, and that's nice. I'm a dodgy old man. I'm 46. Kira's 35. We've been together 14 years now. They all seemed to like him when they were married for 30 years, until she died at 90 and he was 60. Now he's remarried someone closer in age to him. I see. I'm 23. My ex was around 2 years younger and loved to call me the bad no P word for it. Oh, that's fucked up, Danny. I'm really glad you're shot of him. Good morning, Rob Booze Cruise. How are you doing? Are you currently on the cruise of the booze? It's 12 p.m. somewhere, right? Didn't do my Finch again. By the way, if you have ADHD, super helpful app. Check out Finch. I'm not sponsored or anything, but it helps you with self-care. Despite him being the one who chased me and begged to get together. Jeez, yeah, that's such a huge red flag, Danny. If you weren't already split, I would tell you to run for the fucking kills. I really wish my tools were faster for work. Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of tools? I wish I was. I'm unfortunately stuck on the grind of the 9 to 5. That's fair. I'm on the 10 till 4 rather than the 9 to 5. Take my medication, did not do my makeup, I did get out of bed, I did wash my face, brush my teeth. Ticket system is slow to load instead of the backlog of tickets I have to process. I see. Big stretch break, breathing, and I've found some water. So, stretch. Oh, that's better. My shoulders needed to crack. Oh. Did finish painting my wife's Kuluyaku? I don't know what that is. Yeah. No, get fucked. That person. I'm not reading your name out. Block, ban, report. I'm getting at least 2 of those every single time now. Chat messages, scams. Oh. And block. I really hope they stop counting as a follower after that, because I do not want my follower count going up because of these people. Account was created 9 minutes ago. The thing is, every time they make an account, they cannot comment. Like, their comments aren't be seen in my chat by everyone else, only by moderators and myself. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to date anyone younger than me again. I mean, when you're that age, Danny, like, a lot of people are a lot more immature. It gets better as you get older. Tend to get treated better as well. Is this about Evil Eyeball, Shinran? No. Wait, what about Evil Eyeball? Oh, no, like, I have a person that's like along the lines of Long Live Chaos 69 Twitch Scam You that comes up like regularly. And like, it's some variation, it's always made like 10 minutes before, and it just, you know, spams things in chat. Maybe I started doing it for abuse, who knows. My wife is 2 years younger, 1986, than me, 1984. Ah. Fuck me, they actioned it already. I've just reported them. They've already gotten a good job, Twitch. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Never mind, it's not. I was like, is Matt here? Also, hello Shinran, how are you doing? I was honestly lucky to meet Cobra. She's a peach. Yeah, she is. Then again, Cobra is 2 years older. When I met Kira, I didn't know how old she was. All I knew she was over 18, and that was good enough. That sounds so sketch when you wrote it like that, Sylvester. But then, yeah, that aspect of dating can be really tricky. Like, I had a friend that was really into theatre, and it was like community theatre production, and there was a girl that he was getting along with really well, and he asked her out to dinner, and it turns out, bearing in mind I've met this girl as well, she did not look her age even the slightest, because she doesn't look, or at the time she did not look much younger than I do now. She was 14. Yeah, she apparently very mature and early developed. He was horrified, and he left that production afterwards. Didn't do community theatre for a couple more years, and also like never went near her again. He also stopped dating or trying to date for like a year because it grossed him out so much. But she did not look her age. It's the problem. Like, not everyone can help that. Peeking in during my lunch? Nah. I also love when people call me mature or old soul. Thank you. It's the trauma ages you. Yes, it does. Good man, poor guy. Yeah. My wife is about 5 years younger than me. Ah, same here then. I'm crap with ages. I have it stuck in my head that I'm 26 my whole life, and I have to stop and think how old I am. I mean, I got my age wrong when I said it earlier. My age is a well-simmered soup. I think, if anything, I'm looking younger each year at the moment than I am older. I don't know if that's like the trauma healing and like the weight loss and everything is just making me look younger. On the bright side, I now look young enough that I get ID'd for everything. On the downside, I get ID'd for everything. Couldn't drink at Rise Against because they wouldn't believe that I was over 18. That bit was annoying. I didn't have my ID on me. Decided this week that I'm almost exclusively going to use 2 thin coats paints going forward. Oh, that's nice. What made that decision? I mean, I do as well, so I'm just curious. They're down for wave 3 and whatnot for the Kickstarter. They're down to their last bottles, by the way. They're literally just one color is left, and as soon as that one is done and they've finished the bottling process, they can send out all the orders. So depending on like how quickly they get that paint finished, like could have my wave 3 really soon, and then you'll be seeing me using more colors. Us zebras look younger than most of the time as well. That is true. Zebras do tend to look younger. Almost exclusively using old Formula P3 at present. I've taken so many steps to make myself look older, but I still get ID for everything. Honestly, it's a blessing. Yeah. So far, every paint has been fantastic paint coverage, thinned well. Haven't tried airbrushing them yet, but I can't fault them, and they already have a handy conversion shop compared to GWs. Yes, they do. I'm accepting cases where P3 doesn't have the color I need. I've been waiting for 4 months now for an order from Element Games. That is just, I think it was Scale Colors, FX Paints. Kiri bought them for me from Throne. And then that was a birthday present too, so that was end of May. And a order of Morrow White, which when I ordered it, said that it was going to be dispatched within I think it was within 2 weeks. I got an update email like a month in telling me, yep, we still don't have it. And I've heard fucking nothing since. And my Element Games code doesn't work anymore now as well because of, I think, potentially because of a social issue. So I'm not particularly happy with them. That bit could also be a misunderstanding. I'm still not fucking happy. Still not happy about what caused the social issue. But yeah, I'm interested in P3's new paint range. They look pretty. I like bottles. I don't mind between pots and bottles because it's the good pots. P3 uses the old good pots that actually keep your paint sealed. The new GW pots don't. So I do not like them nearly as much. But I don't mind if I have like bottles or dropper bottles. Although if I were to get the P3 Kickstarter, which I cannot do because I cannot afford it, I would get the dropper bottle versions just for the fact that they will fit on my wall-mounted shelves and everything easier. But yeah, I don't have that many in the way of P3 paints. But I do have some. I've got some P3, some Coat d'Arms, some Foundry, that are all in those good pots. But I also have a ton of the old GW ones. All the way back to their first iterations. I have pots older than some people in the chat. I've never found a type of wing that was edible that I didn't like. I wonder how I could eat a Tyranid wing and what it would taste like. Oh my god. Gargoyle wings roasting on an open fire. Newest contrast paints leak when you shake them. Raging doesn't quite cover it. Yep. My shit, which one is it? Ball? No. Is it Doomfire Magenta, maybe? Has never closed. Like, it arrived semi-open. God knows how it had no spillages, but it won't close fully. And it never has. And that enrages me. Sorry for the mic, sorry, the camera moving. Did a bad thing the other day and shook a pot of Agrax, totally forgetting to close it first. Oh my god. That is bad, oh my god. Yeah, my Magmadroth flame wasn't sealed either, which is why the pot is incredibly orange because it's also been covered in Magmadroth orange. I lost 80%. Lucky for me, it took one shake and went, oh shit, and then it got a little tail. What that is like. Is it this one? Nope, it's not all red. Doomfire? Yeah, look. It arrived like that. It doesn't matter how many times you clean out the gunk from it and everything. Or if you force it down and whatnot, that will just slowly like go up and up and up and pop again. Really pisses me off. Yeah, I hate GW pots too. It's the wrong door. That's the right door. See, these are the good parts. An argument can also be made for these ones. I'd also pick a Vomit Brown up because these ones actually seal, at least. Let's pick a colour that looks a little bit more pleasant on screen. Oh, that's actually dried out. Ah, never mind. Oh, damn, smell nice. Oh, I really want to support my FLGS, but he only stocks GW and AK. I don't blame you there. I'm actually so pissed off at AK, not just for like what they did, but because I finally found a paint brand that like had certain properties that like I had 2 thin coats for my main stuff, and then I had AK as like side stuff, where it's for very specific stuff. It was they had great paints for things like LMM and all that kind of stuff. And in particular, these are still on my desk. I'm not using them, but those 2 were part of my Dark Angels recipe. Pastel green actually acts in a completely different manner to every other pastel green on the market. Doesn't matter if you color match it, every single other one acts differently. Pisses me off. They had a great paint range and they had great products. All they had to do was not be assholes. But some people apparently struggle. I buy for GW for a bit because I've got touchy AK. Yep, don't blame me at all. I've got 4 old pots of Citadel paints, the blue-grey, and then other favourites, glistening green, polished blue, and the Spellcrow. Ah, 1 second. Let me put these back. Just take my transfer it out. Just so I can do this. I think that's all. Oh, sorry. There's a count. There you go. It's a little blurry. Sorry, rotated. So we've got older stuff like metallics in that era that were gorgeous. Some of the newer stuff. Spirit stuff and whatnot. That one's just the GW drawer. There's one below it. And there's one below it with other stuff, like leftovers, but yeah, I've got... These ones are all coat to arms. So unbleached wool, panzer grey, mold green, wood brown, field blue, mold green 1. Did you hear the rumor that the pro range of paints that will be in drop bottles? I did not. My only 4 P3 paints were Bearhide, Jackbone, Menoth White Highlight, and I actually really love this colour for base coating red, Sanguine base, like a purpley red. Slowly moving to the unpainted stuff because they're easier to get around here. I don't blame you. I still haven't gotten around to doing the review video for this yet. The greedy gold is still on my table because I did the awards for PeachCon in that. Sanguine Highlight is what I use for my red on my red berries. Oh, nice. I'll just put this one away again. Brush on Primer I still think should not be included in these kind of sets. It's a waste of paint. But yeah, I still haven't done my review video. I've done a single ultramarine in this. I don't think I used the wash. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But it's a much needed improvement over the old Army Painter stat. I still wouldn't necessarily use it as my main thing, but that's because two thin coats exists. So if two thin coats didn't exist, I probably would have gone full AK. Then when AK turned out to be cunts, I would either go model color or game color, or maybe Army Painter, because I do have a whole bunch of like Vallejo and stuff over here. I actually do like their game color stuff. The problem is just their individual bottles are great, but there is no guarantee that I will ever get this exact color again because they are inconsistent with their blends. Scale color was a bit weird for me. Their Fantasy and Games ones were pretty nice. I did very much like that red. I love the little hint of pink that's in there and the ball crimson. The Mayhem red was pretty cool too. Wow, straight into the C-bomb. Sorry. I get that there's a lot of people that hate that word, but I feel it was used accurately. Probably inaccurate, actually. They lack the depth of the warmth, but it is what it is. They're not the first paint company I've referred to as one. But they probably won't be the last either. AK deserves C4, fair enough. Hey Sirkin, how are you doing? I hope you're well. It's been relatively quiet today so far. We have none of our misfits in. If we do have one lurking, they're behaving today. After everyone was terrible yesterday. I feel like I need to make sure that yesterday's VOD is on a mature rating. I hope you're well today. Is the shorts live? Oh shit, thank you so much. I forgot, it's supposed to be going live, I just simply forgot to press the button. Because I'm a terrible streamer. Thank you, Zerkin. I will have that on now. I did wonder why you were actually able to talk in a certain one of my chats. Because I have to have two, because one doesn't work properly. Just asks, normally I like to leave you a like on both ends. Thank you, I appreciate that. It should be connecting now. I just need to wait for it to fully connect and then I can hit go live. By the way, if you're over on Twitch, you know there's actually a way you can kind of leave likes as well. There's a react thing below stream. You can use it every 5 minutes if you wish. Using it gets the streamer bumped up in the recommended bit. So you've got different options of like, oh, they're funny, or they're entertaining, and stuff like that. I'm neither of those things, but if you ever decide you want to give me a boost, that's there as well. Doing tiers, we are indeed. We're currently working on one of the winged ones. This is a lot of coats of elven flesh here. I need to have a solid base coat of this color so I can then add subsequent layers in and really add some texture to it. I may have underestimated quite how long this one would take me. Because I kind of mentally walked through everything and went, yeah, it'll take about this long. Nope. Taking a lot more. Do you keep me awake? Aw. Unless that's a bad thing. No, you're at work, that's a good thing. Honestly, I would love if I could switch my stream schedule so that it was nighttime. Like, I don't know, 4 till 10. Still the 6 hours, but it would, you know, be a bit later in the day. But we do have a hobby hangout every night, so everything must be cut off at 9 PM. And then also I would never see Becca. Misbehaving is still behaving, and yes, been lurking since the start. I feel called out. I didn't say shit, I didn't name names. I just said the misfits. If you want to identify as a misfit, that's totally fine, Aaron. I won't disagree with you. But no call-outs were to be had. Guilty conscience. Yeah, evening streams do a lot better. And also I'm more productive because it's later in the day, and if I can get filming or editing or anything done during the day, I feel a lot better about everything else in the evening. But yeah, editing at 7 AM is not a great way to start your day. I hate taking hairbands out. That there. Tell me the quality one today. How are you doing this morning, Aaron? Aside from calling yourself out? Considering you call me and Mitchell little shits, the logic, I need more coffee. Mm-hmm. Well, I still didn't call you specifically anything, so I'm just trying to go with guilty conscience. There we go. Shorten my ponytail a lot more with putting it up a lot higher. Thank God for claw grips. Although I really shouldn't wear one when I'm in a car. I always do. Okay, that one's still drying, so I need to put that down. I don't know what other colors to go brown. I could probably do the same. Kind of hesitant to do this on stream just in case it doesn't immediately work. Nope, that one needs a glaze. What's a coincidence? Feeling a bit meh today, need motivation, but I think it's hiding. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. You need a thorough clean before you get. It's a bit of brush I could use. What one's that? Oh, it's a RoCo 3. Oh, it's that RoCo 3. That could do a clean as well. What's up? Get starting this stuff here. No, I don't really like that. But now it's there. Your merch is released just after your next con in a couple of weeks, isn't it? It's not just after, it's during. October 5th. Probably about 10 AM. Although it probably isn't a smart idea for me to release merch at the exact same time as everyone happening to like be talking about Warhammer stuff because of the release patches and everything. Release patches? You know what I'm talking about. That's the day the new kill team comes out. Yeah, that's probably not a smart idea, is it? Maybe I should have released them the night before. Maybe I'll do 8 AM. Yeah, I'm really not in the mood or the mindset to do this. Display painting is something you really need to be in the mood for, and I'm fucking not. So this morning I don't really want to paint right now. So, let's just switching gears. Stuff to inside. I thought the Saturday was the 3rd for some reason. The Thursday is the 3rd. Because that's also a day off for me, as well as the 4th, because I will be dyeing my hair, getting a tattoo, and going to a concert. In that order, because it was going to be going at the tattoo, I was going to stream until like 2 PM. Then go and get my tattoo, and then dye my hair either that night or the next morning. And then I thought about the fact that I wouldn't be able to use this arm or get this bit wet for a little bit. So I thought maybe I shouldn't do that, and maybe I should dye my hair first. But that does mean I need the morning then of the Thursday. Busy 4 days that week. Busy 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Also busy 3 days, well, guilty 3 days prior, because I'll feel like we didn't have enough streams. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna head to the bathroom and then we'll wait and do this. Yeah, I'm back. This Sunday you'll be busy resting. Oh, I mean, I don't know about that. I'll probably lock myself in my studio and play video games all day to like people. Because I don't do well with groups of people. An irony for a streamer, I know, but it is what it is. Yeah, conventions knocked me for 6. Alright, we've got 2 options. Necrons or Necrons. Is this one already dry brush? No, it's not. Here's some of the bigger stuff first. Let's start with that one. Alrighty. Depending on the mini that month as to whether you ask your brother that week for a lift. I mean, I'm not going to. Also, my brother cannot give me a lift. I keep telling you that. He can't drive unless my mom is in the car. Because he didn't pass his driving test. Apparently he was too confident at driving and they don't trust him to be a safe driver because of that. He's been driving for the last like 6 to 8 months now. It's really stupid. It's really stupid. Do I want to use this one, or do I want to use the other one? No, I'll use the other one. And also, I don't care that much about free mini that I would go out of my way to that degree. Okay. Google dismiss. Oh, I said dismiss. I'm trying to shut it down. Hey Google, dismiss. And alright, at first that was in 24 seconds. We're gonna take a 3-minute break, folks. Go to the bathroom if you need to, grab a drink, stretch, stand up. We'll be back in about 30 minutes, okay? We do this every hour, so no one has to deal with the pre-rolls, and no one has to miss anything. So we're back in 3 minutes. Wrong one. Nope, that's the right one. Hear me? And we're back, folks. Couldn't hear me the first time. Yeah, we're gonna do that every hour. The best of my ability. So not that great. But yeah, we don't want anyone missing out on stuff. I'm just gonna take a break. It gives me a chance to stand up and walk around. Gives you all a chance to stand up and walk around, etc. Yeah, trying to be accessible. Also, I don't want people to sub just because they've got adverts. Or indeed complain that they've got adverts, because I can't help that. I can just choose to have them be done. Where are my dry bushes? Oh, they're under here. I was driving almost 2 years before I got my license. Yeah, my mom was driving before she had a license as well. There's lots of motorcyclists that ride without their license. Especially in like really built up areas like London. Apparently when the Deathwing Mini was released, a group of lads went to every store in Norfolk to get free Mini. It's damn genius and probably cheaper than buying a box of them. Isn't there like only one store in Norfolk though? Like, the Norwich store is the only one I know of. Norwich, Bury, and Cambridge. I went so far for Lisbon and all. Yeah, see, I'm not that fast. Like, don't get me wrong, the fuel cost is fuck all because I ride a motorcycle, but like it cost me what, £12 worth of fuel? No, £6 worth of fuel to go to Ipswich and back. That's like, it's a lot of mileage. Why are you coming? Are you broken? You are broken. It cost me to pick you as a fucking drug rush model. Pass, I know the Norwich store because someone told me about it the next month. Why were those bits not done? That's a bad model to dry brush, I guess. God damn it. I'm really just fed up with painting right now. Too many fucking things going wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean to be negative. I'm just like, I've got some brain goblins going on and it's really annoying me. How much difference is there between these two? Not very much. Do need to aggregate all of these though. Maybe this one? No, that'll do. I actually can't see these very well right now. My brain is a little overstimulated right now, so sensory stuff like sight and sound are not being very good to me right now. Sorry, my wrist's kind of acting up today. Physical health always seems to take a nosedive right after mental health. It's really annoying that your brain function controls the meat suit. I'm missing something. Oh, it's just because I haven't done the silver yet. Imagine a superhero who could telepathically suck pain out of people and shoot it into other people. He'd be so great at helping the world. Or he could be the worst villain ever. just racks people with pain. My only issue is that the pain makes me irritable at the moment. Like, normally I'm fine, I can cope, but at the moment there's like too many different things that are building up at once. So it's like, you know, I don't have the capacity to like hold it all off at once. That makes sense. So instead, I just get really irritable and make myself look terrible on stream. I'm also off screen. Pain puts a dampener on everything, no matter what meds you take. Yeah. Some of us aren't allowed painkillers for our conditions. They don't like me being on painkillers for it. For the really dumb reason of, I might get addicted to pain medication. You mean I might not be in pain, might want to take more medication to make sure that I don't feel it again? I wouldn't call that an addiction. I would call that common sense. If you're choking and you instinctually try to, like, fix the problem, why is pain not the same thing? Especially when I have a medical history of addictive substances not working on me. I forgot that I smoked, for God's sakes. The way I quit smoking, because I took up smoking for anxiety. Calmed my nerves, it had me breathing deeper, etc. I forgot. I ran out of cigarettes and wasn't able to get more at the time. And I just forgot. Have you played any Combat Patrol out of curiosity? I'm just curious how it is. Yeah, I've only really played Combat Patrol for 10th edition. I've done a couple of games that were like 1,000 points non-Combat Patrol instead, but most of my games have been Combat Patrol. I think it's good. I think it's good. Supposedly AOS's can't think of the word, Spearhead. Supposedly they're better. Like it's the better enhanced version of Combat Patrol. But I haven't played in a couple. Well, I haven't played in like 4 months now. But yeah, it's I mean it's just 10th edition. It's just 10th edition but smaller. It's pre-made. Pick your character and like play. That's a good asshole. The pickup and plainness of it is good. I was told up until I was 38 that they won't up my pain meds due to my age, despite the fact that I'm 6'5" and a large mass. Yeah, that's the other thing, like, I'm heavier than I look. I might have a little bit of a skinny mini waist and stuff, but like, I have more mass than I look like I do, and that reduces the effectiveness of pain meds. My conditions reduce the effectiveness of my pain meds. So like, it's a bit SOL to be honest. Wife got my sister's patrol 50% off a while back, is why I asked. Oh, okay. You haven't played since 6th? Yeah. I haven't played since 5th. Until 10th. I'd recommend it. I have 4 streams on my, like stream VODs on my YouTube channel if you want to check them out sometime, that are playing Combat Patrol. One of them is against Biggest Gobbo. It's Gene Stealer Cult versus Dark Angels. Second one is Ulfgar, and that was Blood Angels versus Death Guard. Because I was letting them pick whatever one they wanted, and then I would randomize mine. Third one was Custodes versus Rangers keep saying Dwarves, Votan. And then the last one that I did, which would have been about February time, I think, was against Peachy, and he took Sisters against my Black Templars, and yeah. Because she wants to paint Sisters, and I got Sisters one, I thought it might be a fun idea if I also got one to play against each other. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I mean, just for that alone, yeah. Like, basic 40k rules, that's in the app. Combat Patrols, they're in the app. All the rules are there, you can print them out on a page. You can just print them out on a page. They don't change, they don't update. You can build them, paint them, stick them in a box, take them out 6 months later, same damn thing. Well, unless they get a codex in that time, in which case apparently they update them. They change them out for a different one. Plus Sisters are awesome. Oh wait, I might pick Extra Military one because it could double as a Veteran Guard kill team. That's cool. I just realized the other two have a pair, this one just has a bigger one. Yeah, I like Combat Trolls. I want to get them all done through YouTube and everything. I think it's a relatively good price point. I mean, not the best, but like it's relatively okay. It's a good way to get people started, and that's part of the reason that I'm collecting all of the combat trolls. Specifically so that like once I have the studio set up properly and whatever, I can have people come over and play Combat Patrol, and they can You know, if they haven't played before, they don't have any models, etc., they can use mine. If they'd like to try a new one, they can use mine. If they have never played before, I think it's better to offer them the selection of the one they aesthetically like, rather than showing, oh yeah, play Space Marines. Because that feels so lazy. But also, like, playing a new game is exciting sometimes, but sometimes it's just kind of, you know? So, if you don't also have them liking the models they're using, they're less likely to enjoy it. If you give them the selection of 10 different armies and say, okay, which one of these do you think looks coolest? Then they can try that one, they can like the models and stuff, and then depending on how the game goes, you can be like, oh, okay, you know, what kind of the bits of the gameplay did you like? What bits did you like, etc. And then you can kind of encourage them which direction to go from there to get an army that acts the way they want and maybe also fulfills the aesthetic. Wow, my wrists are really killing me at the moment. It's putting it down on everything. It's not just like up here, it's there. And further down in the tendons. Right. Almost. Oh, okay, that one's only been washed, so that's alright. That's why he was in the other one. It's washed. Have you been washed? Yes, you have. Which means your dry brush ready. Good news, it's lunchtime. Yeah, I don't feel like having lunch. I do feel like taking a nap today. Working off camera. That's what my friend did when I started 40k. He let me proxy whatever army I wanted with. The Forge token, that's why I just got there like tell. Oh, neat. Tau get an unnecessary amount of hate. And it's mostly from children that still think it's funny for the jokes from the early 2000s when they came out. They're not bad, and neither are Tau players. It's just like the heresy jokes for the Dark Angels, it's just edgy silliness. Is why I actually make a point of not making fun of any specific army. I don't like Ultramarines, I do not enjoy them. But I don't make fun of Ultramarines players specifically, so that if someone joins the hobby and they don't know what people are like with all this shit and everything, like, they're just going to feel bad for the faction that they've chosen. And that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Leave my poor Tau alone. I'm not saying anything about bad about the Tau. I'm saying people that do say bad stuff about the Tau are stupid. Or being stupid. For Tell players, it's just as annoying as all the annoying people that call me a heretic all the time because I play Dark Angels. Or the ones that comment on your posts showing Dark Angels going, nice Chaos Marine. Like, ha ha ha, congratulations, you've made the same joke that every other fucking person's made. My friend started playing... wait. I know the feeling, I play the most hated Imperial faction. A friend of mine started playing and was really excited to tell me that they started playing Black Templars. I was very mature and held my tongue. And let them tell me how much they love the aesthetic and the colour scheme. Fair. At first I wanted Tyranids, but the list back in 3rd edition Big Black Book left something to be desired. Didn't know the codex for them. Tal tabled me in the first game, mostly because it was Planet Bowling Ball. At least you don't bury jokes. True. But then everything else I do clearly shows I'm not a furry, so like that wouldn't really hold much water. I was hooked on them, plus I like my shooty guys. I played Atlantis Guild in Age Knight. I don't know what that means. You know what reminded me how cool Black Templars are, ignoring all the mental people that play them. Not the army's fault, it's the players, yeah. I suppose it's unfortunate, like some of the really problematic people are also Dark Angels. They usually like rally themselves to stuff like Asmodai, because he punishes the heretics and stuff. Well, as a popular tweet on Twitter has mentioned, these people would not be Space Marines, let's face it. They would be the servitors and the broom holders and shit like that. The most physical activity these people get is mental gymnastics. It's the only way they can prop up their arguments. I won't say anything else on them though, because there's another C-bomb building. Part of me wishes I'd gotten more games in with my Raven on the course before I sold it. Yeah, it's always a shame when you have to sell money. No matter the reason. It would be nice if we could forever keep all of our old minis in cases and our rooms, in our homes, etc. Hey, I'm now suddenly very cold. Oh. I, however, was a mad lad who magnetized the riders to the bikes. Okay. So I could swap out rogue riders with special weapons for non-rogue normal guys but not taking the weapon upgrades. Unpopular opinion, it's not only that men can become Space Marines. It's that the gene therapy and hydro By hypno-indoctrination mean that all Space Marines appear and act as men. Hmm. Oh. Ow. Oh. Sorry. It's gonna be a lot of this today. Would you say the Blood Angel are the most cursed loyalist faction as they have to do with the Black Rage and the Red Thirst? I mean, the Lamenters would probably think so. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one, honestly. Like, salamanders are doomed to keep hunting relics of Vulcan, hoping that he will eventually return to them when he deems them worthy. So maybe them as well, I don't know. It's not in the Space Marines power pants, it's what's done to them that makes them act man-like. Can you imagine the reaction if they changed it? That some recruits were girls and non-binary, but they're not just child soldiers, but also some voluntary transitioned. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. I would just prefer to have like also female Marines, but that's just me. So my tummy's being funny. My pain is all over the place, and I can't focus. I think this is bad mental state. What's the word? Manifesting? As the actual symptoms. My knowledge is limited, that's why I'm asking. Okay, well, let's see. Loyalist Marines. We've got Blood Angels, you've covered. Salamanders, I covered. Ultramarines, I guess you could argue that they're cursed because they're the ones that are attacked the most, but also they're attacked the most because they have the largest territory. Ravenwing, I wouldn't really say that they're cursed in any way. Space Wolves, maybe they're cursed because of the wolf. No, not the wolf, and the wolfman's not natural. Well, then again, there are Space Wolves that turn into Fenrisian wolves, so those could be considered cursed as well. At least the Blood Angels retain their shape and don't end up looking like dogs. Imperial Fists, maybe considered the most cursed. They were charged with the protection of Terra and they failed. And now they will forever fortify everything and try to fortify the palace more and more because they will forever feel like failures. It's referred to as the curse of the Wolfman. Space Wolves are barking mad. They're bark angels, actually. Pretty sure that counts. Yeah, probably counts. I would say Dark Angels are semi-cursed, maybe. Just because, like, their planets broke in half. Well, it didn't break in half. It broke into quite a lot of pieces. The rock is the largest piece. And now they're doomed to hunting down their brothers. I just had a tummy growl that sounded like an awoo. Iron Hands. Enough said. Lamenters are most cursed, period. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I have paint or something on my thumbnail. That really tasted awful. Still too short. That means it's time to get a big bowl of beef chow mein. What means that? Oh, because you confused them? The Iron Hands? Yeah. See, the Iron Hands were doing well, but then their leader really lost his head. And it all rolled downhill from there. Oh, when your stomach says a woo. I mean, I don't really like chow mein because when you eat it, like the noodles tickle my lips. I know that sounds really silly, but I'm autistic and it's a sensory thing. Too soon? What did I say? I woo the werewolves of Wenwith. My wife has food textural issues sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't eat tomato or onion for the longest time because of textural issues. But now I'm better with those. Slowly getting over some stuff. Like, I'll eat the outside of the tomato, I just can't handle the runny snot on the inside. Ugh. Yeah, I know, I got nothing else on that. Poor Iron Hand's the Iron Hand. Yeah. It's mushrooms and fish for me. Oh, I can't eat mushrooms because it would just fucking kill me. The Lamenters are Blood Angel Successor chapter that literally have the worst luck of any chapter in lore. Yeah, so I guess Blood Angels do have the worst luck, or are the most cursed, I suppose. Alright, so folks, I don't think I'm going to do very well today. They're constantly betrayed by, allied, ditched, and abandoned. Yeah. So, I'm not going to be very good today. I'm not going to be terribly entertaining. I appreciate you all being here. I think I'm going to have to cut this one short as well. And I think I may have to just do some work off camera where I can make terrible noises and not feel perceived. Sorry, I'm terrible as a streamer. I'm very inconsistent, but I appreciate you all for sticking with me. I hope it will get better. But yes, physical health is kind of taking a hit at the moment. Do what you need to do, really, we all know the pain train. Still, streaming, you need to be consistent. I am far from it. There's my mother. You're awesome. Look after yourself. Thank you all. You are awesome. I love you all very much, and I'll check in later, okay? Alright. I'm not going to raid in or anything. I don't have the spoons to talk to anyone, so if you could all just go and check out the YouTube stuff, that would be really, really appreciative. If the YouTube does better, I will be able to do that more. So yes, I love you all. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later, okay?